Hi friends, നമുക്ക് ഇന്ന് പൊട്ടൻഷ്യൽ എനർജി കർവ്, പൊട്ടൻഷ്യൽ ഫോഴ്സ്, റിലേഷൻ ഒക്കെ നമ്മൾ നോക്കാം. നമുക്ക് ഇന്ന് ഫസ്റ്റ് നമുക്ക് പൊട്ടൻഷ്യൽ എനർജി കർവ് നോക്കാം. If the potential energy U of a particle is a function of position, that is U of x, that means the potential energy changes with the position, from point to point. Then a graph may be plotted to show the variation of potential energy with the position of the particle. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് എക്സ് ആക്സിസിൽ നമുക്ക് പൊസിഷൻ പ്ലോട്ട് ചെയ്യാം, വൈ ആക്സിസിൽ നമുക്ക് പൊട്ടൻഷ്യൽ എനർജി നോക്കാം. യു എക്സ് ആക്സിസിൽ എക്സ് or y or z. Such a graph is known as a potential energy curve. If the particle moves alone in one dimension, we can use x. If it is two dimension, we can use x, y. Three dimension, we can use x, y, z. Okay. So already we know that the force is equal to minus du of x by dx for one dimensional potential. And the slope of the curve gives the force acting on the particle placed at that point. കർവ് നോക്കാം നമുക്ക്. ഓക്കെ, ഇതാണ് വരച്ചിട്ടുള്ളത്. എക്സ് ആക്സിസിലെ പൊസിഷൻ, വൈ ആക്സിസിലെ പൊട്ടൻഷ്യൽ. ഒരു പൊട്ടൻഷ്യൽ കർവ് നമ്മൾ പ്ലോട്ട് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. ജി ഇ എ, ഓക്കെ, ജി പി ഇ എ ബി സി ഡി അങ്ങനെ പോകുന്നൊരു കർവ് നമ്മൾ വരച്ചിട്ടുള്ള. ഓക്കെ, the slope du by dx is positive whenever u increases with the increase in x. Okay, slope is positive in this direction, that is AB and CD, and negative when u decreases with increase in x, that is the slope is negative in this region GA and BC. Therefore the force is negative or directed to the left whenever the potential energy increasing with x, and positive or directed to the right whenever the potential energy decreasing with x. This means that the force acting on the particle at any point tries to bring the particle to the region of lower potential energy. ചുരുക്കി പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഈ ഫോഴ്സ് എന്താ ചെയ്യുന്നത് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ആ പാർട്ടിക്കിളിന് ഏറ്റവും ലോവർ പൊട്ടൻഷ്യൽ എനർജിയിലേക്ക് കൊണ്ടുവരാനാണ് ശ്രമിക്കുക. ഒരു ഉദാഹരണമായിട്ട് നമ്മളിപ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ ഒരു ബോൾ വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ എന്ത് സംഭവിക്കും? നമ്മൾ എർത്ത് അറ്റ്മോസ്ഫിയറിൽ വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ആ ബോൾ നേരെ താഴോട്ട് വന്ന് ഇവിടെ നിൽക്കും അല്ലേ, കുറച്ചങ്ങോട്ട് റൈസ് ചെയ്യും, പിന്നെ ഇവിടെ തന്നെ വന്ന് നിൽക്കും. അതിങ്ങനെ ഓസിലേറ്റ് ചെയ്യും കുറച്ചു നേരം, എന്നിട്ട് അത് സ്റ്റോപ്പ് ചെയ്യും അല്ലേ. നമുക്കിങ്ങനെ പറയാം, അറ്റ് ദിസ് പോയിന്റ് the ball has maximum potential and at this point it has the minimum potential. Okay, but the force acting on the ball ഏതാണ്? Gravitational force. The force acting on the particle at any point tries to bring the particle to the region of lower potential energy. Okay, അപ്പോൾ ഇതാണ് lower potential region എന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ നമ്മൾ ഇപ്പൊ ഇവിടെ ആ പാർട്ടിക്കിളിൽ നിന്ന് എന്ത് സംഭവിക്കും? The force is directed towards this direction, then it moves to this direction, this point. If it is here and the force is acting on this direction, it moves to this point and oscillate, and it will remain at the minimum potential energy. Okay, therefore we can say that the points A, B, C, D are the potential where the potentials energies are that these points are maximum and minimum potential energy points. Therefore, if a particle is placed at such a point with zero velocity, it will experience no force, so it will remain at rest. These points are of the curve are known as the position of equilibrium. That means if a particle is placed at such a point with zero velocity, it will experience no force, and so it will remain at rest. These points of the curve are known as the position of equilibrium. In the figure, B, D are the points corresponding to the maximum potential energy BD. A particle at rest at such a point will remain at rest. However, if the particle is displaced even the slightest distance from this point, the force minus du by dx will tend to push the particle farther away from this equilibrium position, and hence the point B, D are known as the position of unstable equilibrium. So, these points are known as, at these points the particle will remain at rest. Points are known as position of equilibrium. At this point the particle, if a force acting on this particle, the particles tends move away from this point, and these points, the maximum potential points, are known as the position of unstable equilibrium. Above the position of minimum potentials are known as position of equilibrium. The points of maximum potential energies are known as the unstable equilibrium. Okay. If a particle at rest, such a point will remain at rest. If the particle is displaced slightly in either direction, by giving little energy, the force will tend to take it back towards the equilibrium position. And these points A, C are known as the positions of stable equilibrium. Positions of stable equilibrium. In case if u is constant in a region, then the slope du by dx and hence the force acting on a particle placed at any point of that region is zero. In such a region, if a particle is displaced from one point to the other, it remains there without experiencing any restoring force. So we call the region of constant potential energy as the region of neutral equilibrium. For example, a book placed on a table anywhere remains in the equilibrium. Okay. Then നമുക്ക് boundary region നോക്കാം. The boundary region. Now consider the points A and C. Consider the point A and C, or the stable equilibrium points, or the region near to it. A particle placed at the point A at rest can be displaced from this point by giving some energy, so that the total energy of the particle becomes more than the minimum value of the potential energy is U0. Therefore, we assume that the total energy, we are giving some energy to the particle. Therefore, the maximum that energy of the particle is E equal to potential energy plus kinetic energy. E plus K plus equal to K plus U. Okay. At any point x, the potential energy U is given by the ordinate of the curve, and so the kinetic energy K equal to E minus U. and we have seen that the horizontal line correspond to the total energy E, and at this point the particle has minimum kinetic energy and maximum kinetic energy, minimum potential energy. At this point the particle has maximum potential energy, minimum kinetic energy. Okay, right? And the particle tends to oscillate through this point, oscillate through PAQ. Okay, but thus the particle oscillates with a certain period t between the turning points P and Q about the point A and is confined in the region between these points. Such a region is called the boundary region or potential well. And if the particle is limited to this region, it is said to be bound state. If the particle is limited to that potential well or boundary region, then we can say that that state is known as bound state. The difference of potential energy corresponding to the top and the bottom of the potential well is binding energy for the potential well. If a particle is in the potential well, it will remain there in the bounded state in the condition that its total energy E is less than the potential energy corresponding to the top point. Okay, the particle will remain in this potential well until the particle has the energy E. If the particle has more energy than the potential well energy, the particle will be go out from the bound state. Okay. And for example, the potential energy U equal to F of X, we expand using the Taylor series expansion method, and we can expand U of X as U0 plus du by dx at x naught into x minus x naught plus d square u by dx square at x naught into x minus x naught whole square by 2 factorial plus etc. Okay, and so on. And we put C1 C2 instead of the du by dx, so we can write u0 plus c by 2 factorial x minus x naught square plus c1 by 3 factorial x minus x naught whole cube plus and so on. If we assume the origin at x0 and the minimum energy u0 is equal to 0, then we can write u equal to c by 2 factorial x square plus c1 by 3 factorial x cube plus and so on. That is when the particle is at the origin and it has the minimum energy u0 equal to 0. Therefore, the force acting on the particle is given by F equal to minus du by dx equal to differentiate with respect to x. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് c by 2 into 2x dx by dx ആകുമ്പോൾ 2 ക്യാൻസൽ ചെയ്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ c by cx എന്ന് എഴുതാൻ പറ്റും. കാരണം ഇതിനെ നമുക്ക് ഡിഫറൻഷിയേറ്റ് ചെയ്താൽ ഇങ്ങനെ ടേം കിട്ടും. അങ്ങനെ നമ്മൾ അതിനെ ചെയ്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഡിഫറൻഷിയേറ്റ് ചെയ്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ we can write f equal to minus cx minus c1 x square by 2. നമ്മൾ higher terms നമുക്ക് neglect ചെയ്യാം since c1 c2 c3 are zeros. Therefore f equal to minus cx and u equal to half cx square. In such case, if a graph is plotted between u and x, it will represent a parabola because half cx square equation of parabola. That is, the potential well is parabolic in shape. Potential well, it is like a parabola. Here the force acting on the particle is proportional to the displacement and the position constant is called the force constant. Okay, this C is known as force constant. The force is proportional to the distance x and the potential energy is proportional to x square. Actually, this is the case of a harmonic oscillator. Okay. In case of oscillations of small amplitude, the displacement x is small, so the higher powers of x are negligible. So we can write u equal to half cx square and f is equal to cx. Hence, for small amplitude oscillations, the potential well may be treated as a parabolic, and oscillations are simple harmonic in type. If C1, C2, C3 and so on are not zero, the potential energy well will not be parabolic, and in general the oscillations of the system will be unharmonic. Okay, thank you. I hope you have understood today's topic. If you have any doubt, you can contact me anytime. Okay, thank you.